Alrighty. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday? Yeah, happy Tuesday. It is December 23rd. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. Happy Hanukkah, too. I think it is still Hanukkah. I think that started on the 15th. I think today might be the last day then. If not, maybe it was yesterday. But happy holidays in general. Hope you guys all had great holidays and have good holidays coming up. Spend some time with some loved ones. We'll go over some charts today. We'll find some trade setups, see if anything's really showing itself. And if we don't really see anything because of lack of volume, which is unfortunately a little expected, then we'll just have to see. Now, let's see. 1 hour markets haven't opened yet, so I'm not really too concerned of this. I will say, got a lot more selling delta. We do look like we're selling off here. We can keep an eye. It does look good for a squeeze lower. Clearly we're finding selling pressure. This point right over here, though, has been trying very hard to hold. This is the NASDAQ. I want to see what's going on. Okay, so first thing I note is we did have this gap, it looks like. This gap right here. I'm going to delete this. And every time we enter this gap, price reversed. First we entered it right away right there, and price continued higher. Then we swept that low, and then price reversed back higher. Now we're sweeping that low, and I want to know, does price want to reverse back higher? Let's find our midnight price and our gap fill. And we can do that real simple. Come up here. Oh, even better. Ultimate reversal setup indicator on TradingView. Oh, no way. Check this out, guys. The blue level is our gap fill level. So that's our gap fill right there. And our midnight price, look at, is the yellow level. It lines up right with that price target. That is amazing. That is huge, and the reason that's so important is because when these levels line up very close to each other like this, it creates more of a high probability trade. It creates the ultimate reversal setup, they call it on Edgeful. So something to keep an eye on there, very interesting, very cool, and if that's the case, again, what I'll be looking for is possibly a sweep of the lows, or just us to hold somewhere in this gap zone and target that price level to the upside. It's only about 59 points. So it's really going to depend where our entry is, where our stop loss is, and stuff like that. I'm really also going to be watching that 15-minute and 30-minute. 30-minute looks a lot more bearish than bullish, but we still have 20 minutes left for that to close. The last 30-minute was very bearish. If this one does want to close outside of this range, I will look for a retest and a push up. If this one closes back lower, then I might look for this area that held as support to become resistance, and I might not look for that long position anymore. Something also with the ultimate reversal setup is it goes off of New York high and low too. So look, this red level New York low, that red level New York high, put those back. If we open outside, that becomes an outside day, and I'm going to show you guys report-wise why that's so important. Good morning, guys. What's up, Jake? What's up, Ozzy? Good morning. E. Marcel, good morning. Frank, Garrett, what's up? Appreciate you jumping in the YouTube and commenting in there today, Garrett. Who else is in here? Terry, good morning. Ryan, what's up? Jake, Invest in Paddle, what's going on? Victoria, hello. Frank, Peter, good morning. Good morning, Andrea, what's up? 915, what's going on? YouTube, good morning, everybody on YouTube. Drop a comment. Let me know where you're trading, what you're trading, and if you're trading. Alright, let's look for that ultimate reversal setup I was telling you guys about. So an outside day on NQ. An outside day. So look, our New York range is that yellow level and this yellow level. So right now we're opening below that New York range. If we open somewhere over here, we're outside of that range to the downside. When we're outside of the range, it's an outside day. When we have an outside day on NQ in the past 6 months, we reversed, on a bearish outside day, we reversed back up 70% of the time. 71 to be accurate. 71% of the time. Bearish outside day reversed up 5 times in a row right there. We could also look at by weekday and see, okay, well, how about Fridays? Friday 60%. So not as strong. Oh no, that's Tuesday. Oh, today's Tuesday. Why did I think today was Friday? Wow. That's where my headspace is. um Anyways, looking for NAS to move higher. We want to see that ultimate reversal outside day. This is 70% on the standard. Then we look for the gap fill, which is that price level right up here that we have marked out around 688. Yep, 688. Edge fill will also give you that price target too. Move this for a second. Gap down, 60% filled. So again, we're looking for these good reports. We can look at by weekday too. Oh, this is by size. Right now it's still forming, so we don't have the size just yet. If it does form this size, 0.27%, which is where we're at right now, we would be looking at a gap down filled 78% of the time. So that's a pretty great report right there. Gap fill by weekday. Tuesday is a bit of a 50-50. So we'd really be looking at that by size looked really good. And then the ICT opening retracement. That's the midnight price level. ICT opening retracement during the New York session. Open below, only 62% retraced. So not as strong as it used to be. It used to be a lot better. It used to be like 70%. But markets have sort of started to shift a little lately, and it has fallen off. We could again look at by weekday, look at by size. By doing that, by filtering out specifics of the reports, we could see, okay, Tuesdays, when we open below, yeah, we're opening below, we retrace 75% of the time. Now I could look at gap fill by weekday. So, okay, well, it's more 50-50. I was going to say, if that's also stronger on the weekday, but it's not. That's alright. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Yo, what's up, Adonis? It's the fact that we have these levels lining up together. Like, all lining up together. That price level here, price level there, and then we're opening outside. So it's 3 strategies, 3 reports giving us a bullish bias. So even if we can start to sell off a little bit, let's see if we got a demand zone or something of support down here, right? Like, I'd love to find even just, I don't know, man, something. But I don't want to force a zone either. Guys, let me know if you've seen anything, if you're looking for any key areas on the NASDAQ. Markets open in 15 minutes. We got a little time. If you're here on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. Go live Monday and Friday on YouTube. Going live Monday through, I'd say through Friday this week, but really just Monday and Tuesday. What do you guys think? Do we go live tomorrow? Do we go live tomorrow? I wonder. What do you guys think? YouTube, let me know. Discord, let me know. Do we go live tomorrow? Are you guys going to be trading tomorrow? Or are you taking off? Markets are going to be a half day. I'm cool either way. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to be looking for this area because I want to see us open closer to this midnight price and gap fill above this price level. Remember, we mentioned we swept this low, we reversed, swept this low, we're trying to reverse. We will mention, though, we created a higher high here, then we created a lower low off of that level, then we created a lower high, and then we created another lower low. So I do just want to be a little careful off of that. But we'll trade off the levels and we'll trade off those statistics. They're pulling orders off the book right now. I don't think we have any. It's 9:15. We don't have any news right now. Let's fix up our book map a little bit. Yo, it's snowing hard right now. Tomorrow's a half day. I like to see you go live. Alright, we'll go live tomorrow then. Only because MKDME said so on YouTube. In Discord, you guys didn't say no, so I'm taking that as a yes. Here on YouTube, we have a community where, again, like I mentioned, go live Monday through Friday. Definitely feel free to join. Only $50 a month on the monthly. But if you really want to look into trading, I have the Bullish Bears. So I'll show you guys. Bullish. Again, this is for Discord. Hey, look at that, 50% off next level. Nice, only 500 bucks, 50% off. This gets you access to the Futures Masterclass that I put together. It's like an 8-session program, course, whatever you want to call it. Going over just some basics of futures, what are futures, getting into prop firms, and then creating a strategy, creating a system, rules, and following them and everything. So definitely look into that, take advantage of that. I'm not running any holidays at the specials at the moment, I guess. This is my website, tradingpioneers.net. A little different. This is where we go live every day, where we have a lot of educational portion. This is where I offer one-on-one mentorship. So if anybody's really looking, excuse me, really looking to take their trading to that next level with like a mentor, where it's like we're taking that extra net of accountability to say, hey, listen, we're meeting every week on Tuesdays to go over your trades and see, have you been profitable? Have you been not? What have you been doing? Let's review them. Let's see what has been working. Let's see what hasn't been working. A, B, and C. And even if you're not at that point yet, I'll help you create that strategy, create a bit of a system. I've had traders in both areas, right, who just need that little bit of extra accountability. I've had traders who really needed that square one getting started. That's where that masterclass really comes in play, though, for if you're just getting started. Anyways, now that I chewed up some time, let's see, 15-minute time frame. Good morning, guys. We'll go live tomorrow. We'll keep things going. Yeah, alright. Adonis wants me to go live too. Everybody's saying yes. We'll do it. We'll do it. Live. Let's do it. Alright. Let's see. Let's pull back our levels now. I just want to fix up. Let's take a look at the ES. Whoa. Massive on the ES right there. So ES is within its range. And when ES is within its New York range, previous New York range, let's see. How many tabs can I open? So we'll go to ES, inside bar. Right now we're within yesterday's range. 83% of the time we break out of it. So that means if I could find a trade that, let's say, so 85% we break out of it. This is that New York high, this is that New York low. So if we open somewhere over here, 85% of the time, we either break the high or we break the low. So if I'm able to find a pullback trade and go short, I'm going to use that as a target. If I'm able to find, let's say we do find support down here, and market's open, we see a big buyer absorbing a lot of sellers at these lows, and I find a long position, that might really help give me confidence to trade it back to the top of its range right here. About 20 points, just a 20-point range on ES. We did this move yesterday too, wouldn't be unheard of, and we did this move off of that same area. So we do want to see that follow through. We'll see. A little bit of a support zone right here as well. So again, I wouldn't want to see us break. I don't want to draw this one out because this is massive. That 12-point zone. But I do want to be psychologically aware of it, that we created this support overlapping this broken resistance. And this broken resistance held up a few times, and then we held it as support. So this is a very key area. I do want to see if we can continue to support it. Guys, don't forget, if you're not following on social media, if you're on YouTube, or even if you're on Discord, follow me on Instagram and show some love. Drop some likes, drop some comments. Let's have a conversation about whatever I'm covering. But trading with Kev, always looking for some support. I'll follow back. I'll hit you guys up, maybe. I'm just kidding. Let's see. ES. Alright, what else can we look for? Oh yeah, we could take a quick look to see that ultimate reversal. So ES's gap fill is right here. And the midnight price level is right here. Do I have midnight? 12A? I don't. Alright, so those are some possible targets on ES. At that point, I would want to see gap fill on ES now. Gap fill ES, gap down 63% filled. By size, Current size on ES's gap fill is only 19.20% right now, so it's on the edge of these two brackets. But the gap downs, what's up, Mark? Yeah, we cover gold 100%, man. That thing's been flying. Is it still flying? Oh, we got the pullback. Oh, shoot. W Mark for pointing that out on YouTube. Gold, gold, gold. Oh, yo, I had that 4,500 pull. Oh, it sunk even lower than 4,500. Phew. Okay. Yeah, I love that pullback there. I was looking at the dollar this morning. I covered a show. It's called Market in the Morning. Put the link. It was in Discord. I'll also drop it on YouTube too. But I go live every Tuesday and Thursday with the co-founders of Market AI. It's it's this tool right here. This tool. Go live with them 8:20 to about 9 o'clock. Cover some fundamentals, what's moving markets, stuff like that. Very cool, very fun. But I was saying, looking at the dollar right here, we're finding support. Plus GDP came in strong, which would be a bit stronger on, let's see. Let's go over that again. Refresh. You know, it's good to refresh. GDP came in way higher than expected, which in my opinion doesn't make sense. It shouldn't be. But what do I know? I'm just a day trader. We're spectators. We just react. We don't predict. Let's see. We do have new home sales and consumer confidence at 10 o'clock too, so definitely try to be out of trades at that point. We'll keep an eye on markets, keep an eye on liquidity. We'll have bookmap up so we'll know if the book's running thin, and we'll know to exit our trades if that's the case. Durable goods, GDP advance. GDP above would be bullish, very bullish on the dollar, and if it's very bullish on the dollar, that's going to be very bearish on gold. And if it's very bearish on gold, let's see. Yeah, look at this. We have a low volume area. We did just test it 4502. Could possibly have missed that trade. We could keep an eye on this spot right here. I like that we have a bit of a fair value gap lining up, which again would be significant in terms of volume, not because of the price action pattern itself, but because of the volume that is required to make that price action pattern. We're trying to move lower. We could see New York's range on gold. So New York's range is down here. So this is New York high. So we'll call this New York high from yesterday. Keep it on the right. We'll put it in the middle. I want to make the text white because yellow text is not good. Again, I do think we missed this entry right here. It swept it and it pushed. If that's the case, could always look for possible re-entry, but it's always tough because you don't know where your stop loss is going to be. Because if that's the entry, do we get a retest? Do I put my stop loss at the high right there? So if anything, it's either a trade that I missed, and that happens, or I'm going to look for a re-entry. Which that re-entry could be a retest of that zone. It could be a break lower again, and then an entry maybe down here on a retest of a low, but I don't want to be chasing it down here. Also, 15-minute time frame, creating a little bit of a fair value gap there. It's got one there. 30-minute market's open. Oh, look at that. Nice 30 right there. 30-minute supply zone. That would really help me to be bearish on gold as well. So if we can so happen to get back to 42.05, I will take gold short. Full port gold short. No, I'm just kidding. But we'll see. We'll see. A bit more bearish, though. That's my thoughts on gold at the moment, Mark. Let me know what you think. So we got a few setups we're really waiting on. Mm, 15-minute. This is New York low over here. This is ES now. This is NQ now. I want to see us hold above this support. If we fail it, we're just going to be patient for the New York session to open and see if it gives us an opportunity. Right now, we're really just waiting on, what's it called? Gold for a possible trade. Like, I almost want to take it short here and trail the stop a little bit. But I feel like taking that is sort of shooting yourself in the foot, right? Because if you go short down here at the lows, and we're looking at volume, we're looking at price action, you take that short down here at the lows, and price does pull back a little bit, and you just shorted the low, it pulled back, it stops you out and goes again, are you going to take that same trade again and get stopped out again? Are you going to force it? Are you not? Are you going to revenge trade? Are you going to widen your stop? What's going to happen, right? And when you ask too many what questions, that's not a good sign for strength in that trade setup. Targeting yesterday, see what I'm saying? Target, if you would have shorted the lows, you would have been like, it went into profit for a minute and then it was like, never mind. Targeting yesterday's close for GC, looking for a short entry as well. Nice. Yeah, me too. We'll be patient though. Gotta be patient. We gotta remember too, something to note as well, even though intraday right now it looks bearish, hourly time frame, things like that, it still has been a bit more bullish. And we're looking at silver as well. Very strong on silver. Extremely strong on silver. We might even look to throw a volume profile up on silver. Yeah, I mean, silver might even be lining up with something too. Fib. No, I haven't really traded silver, but this is looking pretty good. Especially with the strength silver has had. Add some alerts over here. And stay patient. I like this bullish volume imbalance right here on this fair value gap as well. So it's just a few things I want to keep an eye on. This could be a possible trade setup on silver. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Happy holidays. It's the holiday season. And dollars a bull. Dollars a bull. And so is NASDAQ. Amazon flying at the market. Let's see. Market's open in 2 minutes. Seeing some strength here on equities. Look at this price level here on NQ. 25,640. Yeah, Sig's saying too that the markets, they're probably looking to change their perspective now in terms of rate cuts. So let's just be careful on that. And again, that's because of the GDP growth. If we're growing, there's no reason for a rate cut. Nas continuing. I really sort of want to keep... See what I'm saying, guys? Glad we didn't short that low, but I do want to keep an eye on this area one more time. See if it gives us another entry. Can't find me live. Yeah, Godo, I'm live. How do you... Oh, there we go. Morning, Adrian. What's going on, man? Alright. Dollar is giving us that pullback. I am looking for 4502-ish. Possible short. Yes, and NQ holding above that broken zone too. So that's a bit of a tough read there where it's like I want to watch one, I want to watch them all, but can only trade one. We don't want to be all over the place. 30-minute closing actually. Yeah, that's a bit tough. That's a bit tough. We'll keep an eye on gold, see if it does want to give us that entry one more time. Yes, and NQ. Yes, and NQ, man. We're gonna have to... Yep, there it is. Market's open. Those reset. Buying volume at the open. All for that support. Silver. Dumping. Let's get silver up on here. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. What's going on, guys? Yo, Godo, good morning, man. There we go. NASDAQ flying off that level, man. Wow, that gap fill, those price targets obliterated. That's wild. That was instant, man. I want to see if silver loaded in on Bookmap, because that's definitely not the right contract. What are we on gold-wise? GC, G6? Yeah, G6? So this is the right contract? Is it loading in? Nah, that's not the right contract. No way. Nah, it can't be. Yeah, SIH6. Oh, geez, that thing just dropped. Glad it didn't load in. Wow, what a run on silver. Destroyed people right there. That's what we like to see. Wow, ES and NQ too? Oh my goodness. Silver to $100? Yeah, silver's better than gold at the moment. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, silver just hit 60, no, gold just hit 67% return year to date. Silver just hit 133% return year to date. And it's still so strong. So that's why, yeah, I was looking for longs on silver with the right amount of volume, the right setup. I haven't traded silver, so I'd really want to be careful. At this point, I really probably wouldn't look to take it anymore here. Um, gold. Gold continued to move lower. That's what was really helping silver sell off too, right? Gold is a big carrier in the sense of the heavy metals. Gold at this key level 44.82. Yes. Bit of a low volume area down over here off of 23. Damn, bro. We went right to that high. Right from the support, right to that high, guys. 20 points right there. That is something. VIX is at a key area. Oh no, it's moving, trying to move lower. It's green at the moment, though. So it means it's trying to move higher. Coming into this area of lower volume near 25 to 23 on the ES. Possible trade down here off of this old resistance off of 25. So where's 25? 25 is right there. That's right in this old zone that I had too. So this was a area of consolidation this morning. If we'd stay above it, I'd like to see the next 5-minute open and try to come back to it. Yeah, silver we'll leave alone. Down moving higher. Dollar getting a little weak. Dollar is not really doing too much here. Equity's doing okay to the upside. Kind of looking for possible longs off of 69.25 on the ES. For a little holiday trade to the upside. Merry Christmas, markets. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy trading. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a fantastic year. And if it wasn't a profitable year, next year will be better. If you feel like you sort of spun your wheels this year, I need you to remember it's not a race. You're not racing anybody. Don't compare yourself to anybody. You need to take your time. Trading takes discipline, which requires time and effort and just trial and error, coming back and journaling, seeing what works, what doesn't. That really makes a big difference too. It gives you some better insight versus trying to force a bias. I'm looking for possible entry near 25 over here. I guess really it's 26 that lower area. But I don't want to keep creeping it higher. Equities are just like pumping away, except for Apple's taking a bit of a crapper. Microsoft with a crazy John Wick to the upside from 488 down to 485. Here we go, getting a bit of a pullback. Come on, ES. I will take this long off at 25 if we can get there. Good morning, everybody. What's going on, guys? Looking for longs? Yes, sir. Got you, man. Let's see. I'd really be watching silver and gold on like a 15-minute time frame for a possible reversal. I do see the look at this, guys. Dollar's moving even higher again. In my opinion, it's a lot of uncertainty in the economy right now, so this bull run, be real careful. GDP says growth. I don't know. I don't know, man. VIX trying to move lower. VIX was at a key area down. Oh, man. I wish I saw that. VIX at that key area. ES at support. And Q at support. We just blew right off of it. I just don't like taking trades in the pre-market. So I really wouldn't have been able to. Not been able to. Of course I would have been able to. But rule-wise, I want to follow my rules no matter what. So this is just. That's just the way the cookie crumbled there. And that's alright. We wait. Look at gold. All the gold in California. New York high right down here. Oh yeah, and look at that price target. Remember that price target to the upside we mentioned about the inside day on ES? We had New York high, New York low. Found support down here, we'd go hit New York high. It's exactly what we did. It's pretty wild. Alright, let's see. I'm waiting. Still waiting for 25 on ES. Good morning, everybody. Guys, we'll go live tomorrow, too. Make sure that if you're here, excuse me. If you're here on YouTube, you hit the like and subscribe button. And share it with a friend. Love trading with you guys. Always fun. Even on days we're not, like trading. Like, at the moment, we're not taking any trades. We're waiting. But it's still good to go over markets, see what's going on, and get some insights. See that again, I'm not buying these highs right now. I'm just staying patient. Bro, nobody's liking my 6-7 reference. I wonder why. Nah, it must be doing alright. Alright, I'm waiting. I want to see a quick sweep below this low of 26.75. There hit 25 and start to move back. I want to look for entry at 25. If we wick it and start to move, I will just grab it. I'll like take the trade sooner. Not even sooner. Like if we tap it and I don't get filled because we only tap it, I'll grab it at like 26. But right now, it looks like buyers are trying to take it again. And again, that doesn't mean, oh, well, now I got to chase it. Nah, I'm just going to wait for the next setup. Because guess what? The next setup, if we do continue trend here, we're going to break out. We're going to create another lower volume area. And that will be my retest entry. I'm not chasing anything. I have a strategy that I follow. I have a system that I look for. And that's just the way it is. We have to make sure that we follow our system every day. Keeps you out of bad trades. Keeps you out of losing trades. Keeps you out of long losing trades, right? Instead of extending your stop loss, you put your stop where you know your analysis is wrong. That's why I can't take trades down here, because I can't go long here confidently knowing that we might hold this low because of volley. Because I can't, because it's 8:55 in the morning, New York session hasn't opened, and New York session is where the volume really comes in. So for now, I am still waiting for this 25, but it does look like ES is ready to keep squeezing on higher. And again, that's fine with me. Break higher, create a new area to retest and enter. I'm not buying these highs until then. Because guess what, guys? If I buy these highs right now, where am I putting my stop loss? I'm going to keep it close so it could wick me out and then go in my favor? Or I'm going to keep it really wide and have a ridiculous stop loss, and if it pulls back from these highs, I just bought the highs. No, we're going to wait and say, okay, if the breakout's valid, then guess what? It's going to pull back, and that will be my entry. Because guess what? On that pullback entry, we'll also have a more valid stop loss. And that's the goal. Risk management, knowing our entry, knowing our exit, and everything. Don't buy the highs. Just wait. Good morning, everybody. Look at that. Hit these sellers up here. Seeing some resistance. I almost want to try the shorts here off of that resistance. This big buyer. The rejection we had up there. But I'm not going to. Weighted index pretty weak right there. I don't know, man. 15-minute closes in 3.5 minutes. Nah, forget about it. Gold, silver, trying to do something. 320 left in the 15. Really want to watch that 15-minute time frame, especially on silver. If silver wants to find some buying down here, like stronger buying volume down here, that might be something. But right now, not a big fan of silver. We do have price targets to the upside up here. 70, 20. We could check the CVD on silver. Bearish, but that's because of this massive sell-off over here. Was bullish at some point today. But a lot of profit taking right now. Right? A lot of people have been riding silver up. Even, I saw some guy comments and call it free money. And markets are playing an easy to read trend, but running out of time on that trend when people are calling it easy money. Market's going to take that back and eat your words. Let's see, NASDAQ, anything. Was this possibly something over here? 23. No. Yeah, look at that, man. Silver and gold still weak. 30-minute was still real bearish. I'd possibly look for a short on gold. Let me see where we're at right now in the daily time frame, though. It's definitely a tough point. Previous day high. We're back below our previous day high. Would be insane if we made up that whole move. It'd be insane, but it wouldn't be unheard of, right? And we got to be reasonable and realistic with the market, and if it's not unheard of, it's possible. Gold just surged to There we go, another low on gold. ESNQ, another high. Why isn't this reset? Yeah, that should be. Oh, duh. Because volume was low at this point, I think. I don't know. Good morning, guys. What's going on, guys? YouTube, good morning, everybody. Discord, what's up, what's up? Happy holidays, guys. It's the 23rd. Tomorrow is the 24th, Christmas Eve. Hope you guys all have a great holiday if you guys celebrate. If not, I hope you enjoy maybe a little time off from work. If you work, I know a lot of people have off from that. What else? Happy New Year. Markets are a half day tomorrow. I will stream in the morning anyways. Really wanted to see a pullback on NASDAQ too to like 83 down here. So ideally what we could wait for is we could also wait for the report that comes out at 10. Right? Don't we have new home sales or something? There's our 15-minute close, very bearish on gold. ESNQ just continuing this rip up. I really want to see if gold can hold these lower highs over here. So let's see, what's that, 91.3? 91.3. Say like 92-ish. So just want to be patient, see what plays out here. Definitely a bit more bearish on gold than bullish. We just hit that recent New York high. We just closed below previous day low too. You can see how we react up here. ESNQ continuing higher. You guys keep an eye. You guys let me know too if you see a pullback on something. Because right now I'm a bit more interested in gold shorts. Especially with that strength in the dollar. Dollar is pulling back a little at the moment. So is silver. Okay, here's a seller trying to form right here. So I think we do make a run towards this 80 something. Good morning, guys. What's going on? Gold has a pretty wide volatility today. So if you are looking to trade, you probably look to trade micros. I know I'm probably gonna take some micros, even if it means like 8 micros, right? So it's like, oh, it's 2 off of a mini. Why not just take the mini? Well, it's easier risk management with micros, right? You could trade multiple contracts. I could enter some here, have a stop here, or I could enter some here and look to add up here. Whereas you can't do that with one mini. 87 and so 87 and 90.4. So yeah, this is the possible trade setup right there. 87 and 94. See if we hold a lower high. Entry up here. Got to see if it gives us that entry again. ESNQ continuing on. Weighted index also just plowing through. Amazon near an area of resistance. Meta new high a day. Meta met a new high a day. Google new high a day. Apple new high a day. Amazon new high a day. There we go, silver. Gold. 30-minute. 15-minute. Yeah, we'll wait on gold. I don't like the spot we're in right now. Oh, there we go. Dollar moving higher. Doesn't look awful. I'm just not a fan of shorting in random spots like that. You know, again, you go short here, we pivot up, you get stopped out, and then it goes in your favor. You're going to be annoyed with yourself for not being patient. You're going to revenge trade. It's not worth it. What's Wu-Tang say, guys? Protect your neck. Definitely looking for continuation lower. There, even on this reaction, I might even look for a short, but I really want to see. I see dollars moving back higher again, too. Like, if we could get back below this 82 area, 81 area, possible short. But if we don't, then I still want to wait for up here, right? So it's just, again, it's a matter of patience and not rushing into anything. Once you start rushing, that's when you start over trading. Yes, and NQ continuing higher. That is wild. Getting a little bit of a whipsaw right there on gold. Negative CVD still? Yeah. Again, a real tough point. I'd want to look for shorts at this point, but it's tough to gauge the stop loss on that. Technical analysis wise, we've been chopping our way lower. 30-minute closes in 10 minutes, and we do have news in 10 minutes as well. So again, we could always be patient for that. It's only 9:50, guys. Markets have only been open for 20 minutes. We got plenty of time to let things play out. And even ES, I was waiting for 25. That still hasn't happened. And hey, listen, the higher we go, the higher my take profit's gonna be. So sure, go ahead, keep going. Keep it moving. I'll throw some fib tools up and stuff, see if we get an optimal trade entry lining up over there too. Like, we'll wait. Absolutely wait. Patience pays in the markets. Gold's giving us a whole lot of nothing right now, so is silver. Definitely going to wait for the 30-minute on those. And again, news in 30 minutes. Very important to be aware of that. Gold just surged to record highs now. I'd like to see a pullback. There we go. Look at that. Gold ended up running higher. So again, if you took the shorts, you're like, oh, I'll short here. I want to see momentum. And then it, boom, stops you out. You get stopped out and watch it reverse from this point. Like, we don't want to be jumping in anything. Not if it's not our areas. 91. Right up at this pivot. So if we sweep this pivot right here, look for a possible reversal. Other than that, just really want to wait. Did not respect any fibs so far. Nas pulling back too. Nas has a pullback fib level of 66.5. Dollar trying to still move higher. So again, I'd want to be more bearish on gold. I just need a better entry. I need a valid entry, really. Like this buyer, that could have been a good buy. Swept that high, buyer. And then we keep stop loss at that recent high and say, okay, well, if we create this lower high right here, we shouldn't take that high out. But I don't know, man. I'd really rather wait for the 30. I do like shorts over here on gold. I'm not taking it. I'm not a big fan. I don't have much trust in this trade. I guess dollar moving higher really would be that trust in this trade. But gold's been real choppy. We see that. Yes, and NQ chopping higher too. We got news in about 7 minutes, guys. 6, 7 minutes. Be patient on that. Good morning, everybody. ES pumping, NQ pumping. There we go, another little move, pivot higher on gold. So like off this price action, I would have really wanted to see this 89.2 hold, but it feels like they're trying to squeeze it towards this 90. 30-minute closes in 7 minutes. Yep, see that? Let's see. Got a seller sitting right there, and they pulled it. You see that? You guys see how it formed, and then they pulled it when price got a little closer? Because they didn't really want it. They were just pulling our legs. Oh, okay. I like how that's trying to form. Could take it light here, stop at the high we just created, because I like that volume that tried to kick into the downside. If it instantly stops out, then so be it. But that was sort of the kick of volume I was trying to look for shorts. Dollar's still moving higher too, so I am in just some micros on gold right now. Yeah, it could go right to stop, right? If buyers keep holding this, it goes right to stop. That's fine, stopped out. Stop is at the high we made, the 89.5. So I'd really like to see us take out this 85.1 right now. If we could start breaking these lows, should see some strong momentum to the downside on on gold. And again, the dollar also trying to move higher. There we go. There's 85.1. We didn't break it though. We hit it. We didn't break it. Trying to get there. 85.1, 85.1. We broke it for a second. Come on, now let's get a squeeze below. There's a break. There's a hold. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it, gold. Nice. Beautiful. There we go. 20 seconds left here. Be careful. Could even look to, if you're in multiple contracts, take some off. Play it safe. But I like this. I'm going to hold for a moment. News in 5 minutes. 10 seconds for this candle to close. I am considering getting out of a couple contracts right here. Oh no, we might dump there. Yes, looks okay. Just going to hold this for a moment. Again, stop is at 89.5 at this high. We shorted over here. I'm looking for new low a day for first target. If it does some crazy stuff and stops me out, then so what? Small enough risk, it is okay. My entry's that. No, my entry's a little lower than that. It's like there. Yeah, because we were just right below it. Dollar trying to move higher. Really want to see that support gold to the downside. I want to see 75. 75 is my first target. I'm just in 5 micros, man. I went light in this. Wide spread on gold right now. Big moves happening. Silver looks good to sell off. Dollar's still trying to move higher. Dollar's near new high a day. Silver's near new low a day. I'm just saying. But we do want to try to get out of this before news hits, too. So let's see if we get a move lower. Nice. There we go. Come on now. Head towards that 75. There's 80. I'm going to get out of some, like I said, new low a day. Take some off. Went very light in size on this trade. Only risked like 120? Where are we at right now? Okay, 150 maybe. Come on now, let's go make new low a day. I am a little concerned on the low volume area here that we held. Let's see. Not the worst area. There we go. Market Pulse is still taking bearish on gold too. I don't want to jump out of this trade if it's going to give us another nosedive. Goals to always try to let our winners run. But we also don't want to let a winner turn into a loser. Got him in 5 micros, went real light in size here. Starting to consolidate at this point. So I do want to be a little careful. Again, my first target was the 75 area, new low a day. 213 left in the 5-minute here. Dollars struggling a little bit. I'll look to get out of a couple contracts. Again, I really wanted new low a day at least, if not 75. And new low days at 77. So, again, just looking for a quick little move lower. Some lower highs, lower lows forming. Following the trend. Looking to take some off at 77. Getting close. Come on now. Come on now, let's go. Let's go, let's go. 77.2, 77.2. Let me get out of some. Okay, 77.6, 77.6. There, alright, we're out of a few contracts. Holding just 3 right now. Again, went real light in size here. Just trading with the trend on gold. Looking for new low a day, and I'll get out of these last few. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go, gold. Huge. Let's go, guys. We're still in it. Still holding. Big sell right there on gold. That is massive. That is massive. Good selling volume, too. This might see another leg. If we start to chop, I'm out. But boom, another drop right there, guys. We're still holding. You don't need minis. You could... Alright, I'm out right there. You make nice profit off of micros, guys. Really good work there. Great stuff. Like I said before, $150 risk, $530 reward on that. That is solid enough risk to reward. Good risk management. One and done on the day. It's Christmas Eve. Wasn't expecting good volume. That's very well done. Killer. I hope you guys drop some W's. Let me know if you took that. I'm glad we did gold today. Again, ES and NQ, they could still be giving us a setup. We have news in 15 seconds. Damn, bro. It's quite the trade. Look, now they're pulling all... Yo, what an exit. Crazy. Alright, here comes news. Wow. I think it might dump, but I'm not trading news like this. Let's see. Let's see. What did we just have? Consumer confidence less than expected. Below would be very bearish on the dollar. Let's see. Dollar's still moving higher. That would be bearish on gold. Be careful. I'm looking at this 87 spot right here for possible re-entry off this low volume. Yeah, right where we're at right here. If we start rejecting this, I'm going to take it. If we just break through it, I'm not. Trying to break through it. We're holding it for the moment. If it gets above 80, I'm not taking it. Yeah, I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. Ah, that was funny. Okay. Understood. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna call it one and done on that, man. Ain't no reason to overtrade. Or we could also see if ES and NQ are giving us the setup But they're really struggling, man. They're just chopping around. They are pulling back right now. Looking for 25 on ES. That now does line up with the optimal trade entry. Remember, we lined up the Fibonacci tool over there before. It's a pretty key area. So next trade setup I'm looking for is on the S&P 500, the ES. That's what we're looking for now. Longs off of 25. Stop at 25. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Mark. You know it, man. Was that trade setup we were looking for? No, it was just a scalp, lower lows and whatnot. Yeah, gold still looks like it can continue. I'm just going to be a bit more patient for ES and NQ at this point. NASDAQ's near that optimal area, the OTE area. ES has not. A lot of sellers above us on NASDAQ too. Rejecting. Look at this rejection we're seeing here. Amazon rejected this area of interest. Apple rejected lower. Meta weak. Microsoft weak. Nvidia selling off. It's a lot of weakness right there. Where's the weak end? Ha ha ha, get it? Like, alright. Let's see, I'm looking for 25 still on the ES. A lot of selling coming into markets right now. Wow, guys, look at gold, man. That is amazing. That is so amazing. Glad I ain't trying anything on silver today, dude. Would never wanted to try silver again. Okay, we're at that price level on ES here. We just hit it. It's 26. It's 26. Low volume starts at 26, ends around 23.50. So 23.25, 23 even could be a possible stop loss. If this is the trade setup I'm looking for. CVD still bullish. Minute 20 left in the 5-minute. 15-minute. I am sort of liking this. I'm going to give it a shot here on ES. Longs off this 26. Fill me, 26.25. Come on now. Oh, okay, might go right to stop, actually. That's okay. Stop loss 23.25. I'm in one long on ES. Still going to be green on the day if it goes to stop loss. Going to be greener on the day if it goes to take profit. I'm in long ES. This is the trade setup we've been waiting for. CVD's been bullish. Need to see VIX start pushing back lower. Weighted index at VWAP. NQ also at support. And that's what gave me the confidence, was NQ was at support too. So I'm in just one contract, ES, off 26. What was my entry? 26 even. 69.26. Stop loss 69.23.25. Not a fan of the lack of buying that's showing up here, but we're still trying to hold. But if it does fail, probably just going to get on out. A little loss. But this is the trade setup we were waiting for. Ooh, 5-minute just closed there. Not a fan of the 5-minute closing there. But again, 15-minute, looking for the 15-minute to reverse. But it does look like we might try to drop lower, if anything, below that recent 5-minute low. But I'm still looking for us to hold above. I'm still looking for us to try to keep going. I don't like the price action. I do think it might try to run to stop. So I'm just going to be patient. I'm going to respect my stop loss. If it goes to stop, it goes to stop. If it goes to take profit, it goes to take profit. Be patient and disciplined. Really looking for this 23.25 is my stop loss down here. So we're about 2 points away. We're pretty close. This place I think it's going to run to stop. But if it holds great. It's a small enough risk. Still green on the day if it goes to stop loss. And like we said, even greener if it goes to take profit. So we're just staying patient. A NASDAQ at support. Weighted index at support. VIX is trying to move higher. Want to be a little careful on that. Finding a little buying volume right here. But really need to see that CVD start to curve up. It's trying to, but it's struggling. It's really struggling right now. We need to see that market pulse go back green. Equities are pretty bearish right now. Nvidia pulling back to the upside. Google, we need to see Google move back up, but again, we're seeing weakness here. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, gonna be tough, man. Gonna be tough. We need to see the Dow move back higher. We need to see NASDAQ move higher. It's playing with my stop loss. Definitely looking more like a loss than a win at the moment. We're about a point away. Just 1 point away. Let's keep playing with it. I'd love to see a short squeeze here. Everybody trying to short this downtrend over here gets completely squeezed on. It's funny. But again, 15-minute could also create a lower wick down here. That's ideally what I was looking for. This was support on NASDAQ earlier too. But if it goes to stop, it goes to stop. Still in it. It hasn't gone to stop yet. Oh, I like that we're trying to find some support now. That looks good. Starting to fail again, though. I'd like to see a higher low form here. I don't want to see us take out this 24 again. If we take out the 24, though, I'll be out. I'd like to see us run through these levels up here, 28 to 32. It's forming as resistance. If buyers can power through, we're going to have a nice run up. Buyers fail. Well, if we ain't going higher. In my opinion, I feel like we've been taking too long at this zone. Minute 25 left. I also don't want to jump out just because I think we're taking too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to come up with a dumb reason to exit a trade. Let's see. We also didn't get the reaction off 25 I was looking for. I was looking for a fast reaction. This is anything but a fast reaction. 48 seconds left to run out of time here. Nvidia's pushing higher, Google's pushing lower. Equities are getting a little weak here. Last leg right here for ES to try to hold up. If it fails, 15's looking more bearish still. Probably going to continue. Oh, 15 does have another 5-minute candle, actually. So again, if this 5 can hold and go green, I'm looking for that next 5 to do the same thing. Wow, here we go. That's the short squeeze I was looking for. There we go. Now does it want to run us to new high a day? That'd be wild. I don't know. We've been pretty choppy. I don't know if I'd want to go for new high a day just yet. Let's see how this plays through. We got 3 seconds left, and I like that the follow-through started at the last minute of that 5. I'd like to see that continue into the first minute of the next 5. Amazing. Here comes 32. How's the Dow doing? Dow's trying to move higher too. NASDAQ's trying to move higher off support. This looks okay. This looks okay. Nice. I might take it for a scalp up here. Because we've been somewhat range bound. I don't know. I've been real patient for this entry. It's optimal trade entry and everything. But been somewhat range bound. Let's just see how we react up here. Like to see us take out this high over here. If we could take this high out right here, that would be massive. Like the high we just created, to make another little higher high off of that, would be huge. Weighted index struggling really. VIX is trying to move lower. Oh, let's see. Nvidia moving up. A lot of the equity's taking a hit right now. Be careful. $24.50 stop. If we dump, we're out. Think we might find selling here. Yeah, let's see. Be careful. I'd prove me wrong and right at the same time, right? Come back to this area just to find support again, but just going off of what I'm seeing right now, I'm not seeing good follow through on the buyers. We saw that one move that took forever to happen. Other than that, 15-minute, it's really struggling, man. Really, we'd really need to see this 15 get back somewhere up here. That'd require the 5-minute to move higher. So again, we could be patient on the 5-minute and hold. We're still holding this zone, but it's struggling more and more and more. And each time buyers try to step in, yeah, these sellers step in even stronger. Yep. All right. Out of that on ES. No, not out of that on ES. My apologies. 23.25 stop loss. Too many screens, not enough space. Really, you need this 5-minute to flip back green and above VWAP, and the 15 to also close up there too. Again, that would help our bullish bias today. Equities are pulling back a bit. Like we mentioned, we have found a lot of more selling lately, so we're going to be careful with that. But this area has been trying to hold as support down here. I wouldn't look to go short in this area just yet, because we haven't broken it yet. It's still proven to be support so far. Good morning, everybody. But the longer we stay at this area, the more volume we take from it, in my opinion, so the weaker it gets. So it's really, we're at a push-pull right now, in my opinion, in the market. VIX trying to move higher. Again, it's like very, very choppy. So also due to that chop, I'd like to see us move up and fail the sellers. We had a green candle close. We held this zone. That would have been my entry. Didn't hit stop loss. I haven't really found a reason to not be in this trade yet. If it goes to stop loss, it's like the only way. I'd really want to see a squeeze here, though. We're keep failing like this. 24 seconds left. Come on now. I'm gonna pull out the flip phone, pull out the Nextel, and call the Einstein of Wall Street and tell him to turn that buy button on. Peter, buy, buy. 8 seconds left. That's tough, man. I don't like how the 15's closing. I'm gonna look to get out of this on the next candle. Did we have news? No, that was 15 minutes ago. Give me a run up. Let me get out of here somewhere good. Alright, I'm just gonna manually close it right there. Alright, I'm out. I'm not a fan of the chop. I mean, I suppose we could re-enter with some micros to really lighten up the risk. But, yeah. Because it held the zone. There's no doubt about it. It held the zone. Didn't fail it. We had the green close outside of it. Like I said, didn't hit the stop loss, so target would still be a new high a day. Oh, we're creating these levels above us. Yeah, I mean, MES, micros, always an option. Just got to be careful on it. Equities, trying to hold as well. Looks okay. What's up, Colby? Tips on the orb? Tips on the orb. Oh my goodness, ES. Hold up. Let me try to get this re-entry on ES. I knew it, man. It does that to me, dude. That's probably what I've noticed in my own personal journaling, right? Is that a lot of times I'll exit a winning trade because like, oh, it's been looking weak this whole time, and then I'll get out, and then it'll start to pump. It'll go in our favor. Um, and is what it is, right? But it's something that how can I fix? What can I fix? What can I do about that? Okay, well, holding trades longer would help. Colby on YouTube asked, any tips on the orb? So the orb is definitely a tough one. The orb can be a give or take. What's cool with the orb though, right, is the breakout, double break, single break, things like that, is if you use a tool like Edgeful, you're able to see like your orb opening range breakout. If we had a double break today, if we had a single break today, this is on ES, we had a break out, so that just means a single break. And you could also look at like by weekday. So on Tuesdays, we have a double break 65% of the time. If I'm looking for a close on the 15, retest on the 1 or the 2. I wouldn't look for the 1 or the 2, I'd be looking more for the 5. The 5. If you need the 1 because you feel like you need to watch that lower time frame, look at the dude, I can't, wow, yeah, I guess I can't believe I got out of that. What was I saying? Or 1 or 2 minute, it's too low of a time frame in my opinion. If you're getting a 15-minute analysis and you're like, oh, I want to be long here, and you go on the 1 minute, you're gonna find, oh, here's my long entry right here, and then it's gonna wick down, stop you out. Oh, here's my long entry here. Then you'll finally maybe catch a trade. But the 1 minute produces a lot of fake out candles. Like these little bodies and lower wicks, when those were forming, those looked ideal. Right? Look at that. Oh wow, look at that. We're reversing. I'm gonna take it long here. We're reversing out of that fair value gap. We wicked it twice. Boom, stopped out. I'll take it here. Boom, stopped out. Take it here. Okay, it's trying. And then boom, stopped out. So you got to be a little careful on the one. If you're more patient, right, you're not looking at a specific candle and you're just looking for the price action to form, it could have definitely helped to see the lower high form. Sorry, the higher low form right there, like that. That was very helpful. That we held that high. Looking for possible re-entry on ES, 15 minute, 30 minute, and yeah, we'll see. Somewhere down here, possibly. Just, you know what it is, I also don't want to be jumping in on a re-entry. We're up okay on the day. And again, it's New Year's Eve. So people are going to be traveling. Big institutions and traders and whatnot, they're going to be traveling and not going to be trading. So volume's going to really die down a lot sooner, like we're seeing. And price action might get a little choppy. I'm looking for a close on the 15-minute, then retest it. Yeah, so 15-minute close, retest on... I see what you're saying, like 15-minute close outside of the orb, and then a retest on the 1 or the 2. That's an okay way of seeing it. I would maybe do 15-minute orb. You could look for a 5-minute close outside of it. Let's see. Like here's our 15-minute orb is right here. No, right here. So we closed outside of it. And then we came back into a fair value gap down here. So yeah, that's even more confluence, really. I do want to look for a re-entry on some ES longs, man. VIX new low a day. Dow's moving higher, too. If I re-enter, it's micros. I'm not going more than micros. Also want to be careful you don't re-enter, you buy the high on a re-entry. Like, I'd rather wait for a dip and buy a dip. But this thing might just keep ripping. Nice. There we go. Beautiful. Give us a little move here. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Gotta dial in. Gotta lock in. Stick to one strategy and one strategy only. Do not strategy hop. That is key. And if you're telling somebody your strategy and they're like, oh, that's a stupid strategy. Saying that's a stupid strategy is a stupid strategy because every strategy works. It's about the system built around it. And if you're able to build a system around something and you're able to see results, that's great. That's all that matters. If you like the orb, if you like moving averages, if you like Fibonacci, like again, today we used a Fibonacci with a fair value gap and most likely a low volume shelf. Well, yes, a low volume shelf on Bookmap. A plus setup right there. That's beautiful. Again, I was I was definitely impatient on my exit. I should have held it. I do think we do still have room to run. But it's all about dialing in and looking for the same things day in, day out, day in, day out. Repetitiveness is key. Repeatability is key. That's because consistency is key. And the best way to get consistent is with repeatability. Good morning, guys. Morning, good morning. YouTube, man, hit that like button. Join me live every day, man, if you're here on YouTube at bullishbrs.com. Love to have more of you guys in here. The more the merrier. And I'm working on, I want to set up a bit of an easier office space for myself. Right now I've got my workspace where I'm streaming to you guys. I've got my my recording area where I do like the videos, like gold update, ES update, NQ update, market update, stuff like that. I'm trying to get them more together so I'm able to record easier content. Again, easier on my end to record so I could put more content out, but where I'm going over my actual screen recording with the cleaner background and I could just like be pumping content out for you guys. So I'm very excited to get that going. Gold just surged to record highs, now up 67%. Alright, good. People are liking the 6-7. That's funny, man. Here we go, ES. Again, it's something that we'd look to possibly scalp. Right? Scalp our way higher. I scalped a few points, but with some micros, so $30, right? Not big. Not much going on here. I'm really looking for 42. But the issue with buying up here and having that same target as when you bought down here is you're not going to have the same stop loss. And if you have the same stop loss, you're not going to have the same risk to reward. Look at gold. That was pretty clean. Came back and retested this area up here. Good stuff. Guys, great stream today. Great trades today. Good overall trades today, right? We took some shorts on gold up here for a little short. We took some longs on ES. We're just chilling, man. We're just chilling. And I'm watching, and each trade was from a trade setup. Other than I don't think gold was. Gold was just following the trend. Weak dollar. I'm sorry, strong dollar, weak gold. Guys, it's 10:24. If you're here on YouTube, smash that like and subscribe. I'll be live again here tomorrow on YouTube as well for Christmas Eve stream. It'll probably be a lesser, like a shorter stream. Maybe like 9 to 10 or something, 9 to 10:30. I guess it's about the same length. If anybody knows anybody that's good at Canva, please let me know. Like making graphics and stuff. Ideally, I'd like to see a quick pullback to this area over here. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we might just keep marching up higher and higher, and this have been our only entry opportunity. Now, when I say that, I don't mean that you're not able to buy up here and scalp it for a few points, or buy the dip and scalp it for a few points. I just mean it's not as ideal anymore. So, like, that's a pretty decent pullback. I'd possibly look to buy that pullback. But we'd want to be a little careful that this pullback isn't a reversal. Because again, at this point, we don't know where our stop loss is going to be if we take this trade. We could push lower towards 30. So do we put our stop loss at 30? Do we put our stop loss at 29? It's all... we'll see. It's all we'll see. That's why, again, we don't want the trades up here. These trades that take time. This one was a beautiful trade. Just unfortunate exit on that. But we still have price target to the upside. Like, that trade did not hit TP yet, so it still is ideal. Okay, so far this little re-entry was okay. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Sellers came in pretty quickly there. I do like CVD's been moving higher. VIX is moving lower again. This was my trade right there. And ideally would like to see us move back on up higher again. Continue up. Nvidia pulling back. Google pulling back. Be careful on that. A lot of equities showing a little weakness right now. How's the Dow looking though? If the Dow's still strong, Dow's pulling back too. Almost want to be real careful off of that. If we can't break above this 35 right now, okay, there's 35.50. Need to see a strong break above 35. If we can't get that, this might be a bit of a, not a leg lower, but a stronger pullback. So let's see our reaction once we get above this 35, if we can hold above 35. Right now, we wicked above it a few times and failed. Buyer trying to step in here. Stop loss is 32. My re-entry is 34. I'm just in some micros. Real small trade. VIX moving lower. A lot of things still suggesting more of a bullish run. But possibly too tight of a stop loss on this. So I do want to be a little careful. Yeah. I might adjust it down towards 31.50 for a moment. But we might just run right to that. And if that's the case, I don't want to take more of a loss. Yeah, I'm going to just stop out right there. But again, ideally, this is where buyers were looking to hold the higher low. So not against a re-entry. We just not want to buy a big pullback like this. Equities pulling back. I'd re-enter now, but just like real again, small stop loss, like a 1 point stop loss, because I'm looking for a fast reaction out of this area. And if it fails that fast reaction, then it's going to fail the move. Right, it's failing the move. I'm out. Not worth it. Holding my profits for the day. I don't want to lose any more. I'm solid. We're good. We're Gucci. Look at that. Seller's stepping back in. Seller's stepping in. Now, something I might look for is this area right here. Like a 5-minute order block right there. So if we create a higher low off of that, right? So we create a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high. So not completely against re-entering, just not right now. This big sell bubble just came in, big seller right there. So if we reverse on that, stop at that low. But other than that, just wait. Very light size if we take anything. Trump administration to start seizing, wow. Trump administration to start seizing pay of defaulted student loan borrowers in January. It's really for the people. Let's see. I do like that turnaround there. I just don't want to be jumping in and out, in and out, in and out. Yeah, see what I'm saying, man? I did try the longs, I got stopped out, and then it continued. That's sort of what I've been talking about all day, where it's like, that's why we want to just wait for our entries. And had I still been in this trade, sure, it'd be a long trade, I'd be holding it for a while, be holding it for about 25 minutes now, and it's still not even at take profit yet, but it's still moving in my favor, and I wouldn't have been stopped out by a little pullback. A lot of times when we find strength, I usually look for NQ for scalps. Not that it's an easier read, but a bit smoother. because it's a bit heavier on the equity side, on the sorry, the what's it called, indices side, tech side. Jeez Louise. Let me get some of these drawings off of ES here. Yep, shooting straight up now. Oh, Nas dip. Say we react to the 680 right here on NQ. Three minutes left in the 5-minute. Come on, NQ, do you want to hold it or what? Oh, no. Let's see. Okay, so I'd like to see Nas hold this level we just formed. So micros and Qs stop at the low. Again, same situation where it's like we're given a little breathing room, but if it goes right to stop, we understand that we're in chop. But we'll see. Weighted index was trying to move higher. There we go, Nas, a little bit of momentum there. Might take it for a scalp on the next leg up. Yeah, let's try to get out of this if we can. Give me another little move. Equity's pulling back right now. Let's get out. Again, a little scalp. Ooh, got out just in time. Just in time for it to... Listen, man, I'm telling you guys that when we wait for the entries, it's pinpoint, it's beautiful. I just gotta work on my holding a little more myself. What's up, Les Dudes? Yeah, volume profile. He's saying what's going on, new to the channel. So my strategy, my system, so the core of it is supply and demand. So a higher time frame structure, hourly, even 15-minute, 30-minute daily supply and demand, making higher highs, higher lows, just to the general trend of the market. I do have a bit of a fundamental side as well that I keep an eye on. And what else? Yeah, I definitely chickened out of Nas too, man. That too, dude. Let's see. But supply and demand and really order flow is a big help on the entries. So volume profile for the low volume shelves. Use bookmap for the buying volume versus selling volume. It's an overall just general trend, market inflows, things that can't really be too subjective. ES continuing, that is wild. Damn, man. I guess my call went through to Peter and they turned the buy button on. Gold just surged to record highs. Now what? Okay, Naz, KES, what do you want to do? You tell me what you want to do and where you want to go. Well, I know where you want to go. But it doesn't want to give an entry. I hate that it looks good and there's not much of an entry point below us because we're just creating higher lows, higher lows. So possible quick move for an entry, but I generally be careful in spots like this. Good buying volume again, trying to step in, but then it fails. So like if we break above this 95 again, I would take it and put 90 as my stop loss. Because right now here at this 90, somebody's trying to hold it. I don't mean a specific person, just mean volume-wise, and this 90's trying its best to hold. Okay, minute stop loss at 89.50. Goes right, stop him right out. Sort of gave me a crappy fill, but we'll see. Nice. Cool. Here we go. Nice little move there. Does it have follow through? Will it have follow through? Or will it go chop down to 89.50 and then have follow through? Which has somewhat been the trend of my entries on these scalps. Come on now, hold that high or low. Nvidia's pushing up. Equities want that high, man. Come on, NASDAQ. You know you want to. You know you want it. Struggling. 89.50 is my stop. Yeah. Oh man, game clock. Ah, there it is. Yeah, listen, that's why we take it super light. Super light. Still up 420 on the day, man. We were up 550 before we took 2 losses, and those losses were minuscule. Minuscule, man. Risk management is so key. I freaking knew it, dude. What I say, it stopped out to continue. That's been the trend of NASDAQ today, man. New high a day on, what's it called? New low a day on VIX. New high a day should be incoming on ESNQ soon. Come on now, Nas. Let's run it, man. Let's run it, man. Just garbage. Just garbage. Ladies and gentlemen, we absolutely killed it on the ES entry earlier. Just really stopped it out way too soon. I cut it for like a 2.5 to 1 instead of what would have been a 7 to 1. Wow, it would have been a much nicer setup again. That's much easier. That's more comfortable for me, taking a trade like that where I could enter it and sort of look to hold versus trying to scalp higher, right? Where wick stops out, goes in our favor. Wick stops out, goes in your favor. Or you enter, you get out, it keeps going, you feel like you got to re-enter, then it wicks you out. So there's a lot of uncertainty in chasing trends like that. Whereas when we're waiting and patient for an area and we're looking for the reaction to said area and we're prepared, it gives us a lot more confidence. That's exactly what we saw today. Exactly. Damn, man, ES is gonna go make that new high a day. That is absolutely astounding. That's wild. All these orders to the upside. We're gonna take out those 43s. We're going up. VIX new low a day. Weighted index struggling, but the Dow is pretty strong. Gold reversed-ish. Made a higher low so far. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It was a good stream today, guys. Don't forget to join me again tomorrow. Be a maybe, I'd say shorter stream, probably be about the same length. But tomorrow is a half day for the New York session. So remember that, because of Christmas Eve. Alright, everybody. On that note, we're going to wrap the stream up there. If you're here on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're here on Discord, you know I love you. And have a great rest of your day. Hope you guys were able to make some money on ES with me. I hope somebody was able to hold ES longer than I was, because holy cow, man. That is, that's insane. Alright, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.